Alright, we are back, and now we're in the Sonic and Tails area. Yeah, so now we're in the basically the lower path of the stage. And we're introduced to HydroDash in here.
This is amazing.
Which is a lot of fun, actually. Another Mach Speed section, but here it's more fun. However, if you get hit by an obstacle, now if you hit a wall or something, you do die because, you know, it's water. Sonic is afraid of water. Seriously, man, they might as well replace the water with fucking lava in this game, when you think about it. It's ridiculous. How is somebody afraid of water? Sega, like honest to God, I have the perfect way to make, you know, to have Sonic get over his fear of water. I could literally write a better game than anybody and have the storyline make sense to please everybody. But I'll just, you know, that's a whole different can of worms. I'll talk about that another day. Yeah, so right here, we're just doing some basic platforming, just to get to this area. Yeah, the good thing is that a lot of this combat, you could actually avoid it. You know, I do like that. You know, certain combat, you could avoid it. You're not forced to fight all the enemies to get certain switches to appear or something like that. I do like that. Motherfucker.
It's on.
Thanks, Tails. Alright, let's spin dash.
Hey, Tails, you ready to get out there on the water again?
Sonic, let's go, let's go.
Alright, see, simple as that. Just hit a switch. You see, you didn't even have to take out the enemies to get that switch to appear. You could just do that. You could just do that if you want. If you want to tank a lot of hits.
Time to get back out there,
Fuck these enemies. Let's just skip them, because why? Why deal with them?
Run on water again?
Now we're HydroDashing. This is basically this is gonna be the only way you're gonna pick up a lot of burst of speed.
You ready to roll, Sonic?
Yeah, it's dope. I do enjoy the HydroDash segments. Yeah. And by the way, if you hit the obstacles while you're running, you don't die. You just get hit. You know, so it's going by Sonic Dash logic, but when you hit a wall, you do die. But when you hit an obstacle, like let's say if you hit if you hit an obstacle, like if you hit your feet or something like that, it's not a death, but if you hit a wall, obviously it is a death. So I do like that. Yay, more HydroDashing. Like I said, man, look at this. Just the HydroDashing segments alone would make, you know, amazing level design for any Sonic game. All you gotta do is add a different coat of paint, which is what Forces did, by the way. Just took assets from Sonic Colors and added a fresh coat of paint. And that's it. You know, so I do, you know, love the attention to detail here. Like, all these assets right here could have been perfect level design for any other Sonic game. Whether you're platforming or not, just add modern Eggman enemies or whatever. But no, they completely dropped the ball. You know, and
Sonic, get that door open.
yeah.
Here's a bounce pad.
Ow! Yeah, I got shot in midair. And these guys have good fucking aim, not gonna lie. Spin dash time. And I got hit. Don't care, don't care. Tails, take care of it, damn it. Oh, motherfucker. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, you know, you can tank hits while you're spin dashing. I wouldn't recommend it unless you have the rings to spare. Because like I said earlier, you can get it. You can start with a max of over 200 rings if you sync or link your 3DS Shattered Crystal account with Rise of Lyric account on that area where you're supposed to sync the device. All right, now we're gonna show off Tails. It's
Time for some fun.
Seriously, like Tails and Amy, they just make platforming a complete joke in this game. Yeah, I mean, I do love the fact that, you know, you don't have to do combat here. You know, you don't have to do combat here. And the thing that I do like the most is, like, if you're taking Tails, for instance, and if you're in an area where Sonic can only activate a certain switch, Sonic automatically zooms in next to you, so you don't have to go as Sonic and do that heavy platforming while Tails is waiting there. It's not one of those games, so be thankful for that, at least. Be thankful that Big Red Button actually got that right. Because other games, they do use that other archaic design, and now Tails gets to have his fun. Alright, and Tails can still fly. Yeah, for Tails, you can reposition yourself better than Sonic, because Sonic's double jump, you know, at times you want to, you know, while you're in water, it works, but, you know, with Tails, at least you can fly. And plus, you know, you gotta give Tails some love here. Yeah, so I do love because other games where you're doing platforming, or if one character is separated from the other character still has to do that respective obstacle and doesn't zoom in next to the other. I hate that. Where right there, you know, you wouldn't think you would have to use Sonic and do platforming. No, Tails just did all the platforming for you. Sonic activated the switch, and that's it. You move forward.
What do you think they could have built in here?
Alright, we're almost done with this area right here. Alright, I'll see you in a bit.
This place gives me the creeps.
Relax. It's not like anything's gonna jump out at you. I really didn't see that coming.
Scanning life forms. Hedgehog and Fox confirmed. It is agreeable to see you both once again.
Why does everybody keep saying that? Who are you?
I am Maya. Long ago, I rebelled against my creator, Lyric, and helped imprison him. Now, 1,000 years later, he has returned.
We know that. We're looking for the crystals to stop him.
Processing. There is a map that reveals the location of all the crystals.
Where is it?
Not where. When. It disappeared long ago. But this machine can transport you to a time before it vanished.
Let's go.
Facility power is non-functional. Generator requires reactivation. Location is up there.
Amy, Maya's going to help us with the crystals, but we need the generator up and running.
We're on it!
Me too.
Alright, so now we gotta get the generator running in order to get the time machine working. Alright, so now we're back to Amy and Knuckles.
Where do you think these go?
Yeah, so this is basically where the platforming gets more challenging. So hope you've been practicing.
Don't look down.
Yeah. Now there is, you know, I know there's another negative about this game that people don't like, and that's, you know, Knuckles, and that's his intelligence. Apparently, you know, Knuckles in this game is kind of like a rock stupid in a way. You know, that's basically what they're in. That's basically the cliche that everybody's saying. You know, because, you know, obviously, you know, he's got muscles, but I think to compensate, Knuckles has less of a feeble mind. And a lot of people really hate that, especially diehard Knuckles fans, and I agree with that. You know, but it shows, you know, but I guess it shows attention to detail because, because Amy in this game, you know, she's very smart in this game. She basically points out what you have to do, what not to do. You know, kind of like, she'd be kind of a wise ass sometimes, like what to, you know, but I like that, you know, because she's carrying herself more as a leader and not a follower. You know, and I do like that attention to detail, because in other games, she was basically more of a follower, except for Heroes, where she was basically the team leader. In 06, she was a follower, you know, part of Silver's story. So in this game, you know, nice save, Amy, thank you. Love that triple jump, by the way.
Smashy, smashy.
Yeah, and they kept the hardcore parkour design. Well, they kind of had to, because this game came out 1 year after Lost World did, on the same console nonetheless, so, yeah. Like I said, no cheap debts. Again. Yeah, because the only debts I do get here are just combat debts, because later in the game, you get so many fucking mook enemies that they do like almost 15 or 20 damage on you. the ones that fire those projectiles, like lava shots or ice shots, and that's like late in the game. So those are the only deaths you're probably gonna get. You know, just combat oriented. You know, but platforming, you really should get no deaths off platforming. And what the fuck? Knuckles got shot right there, and Knuckles said, "Really?" Yeah, that was perfect timing because Knuckles got hit right there, and I lost 4 rings for no reason. I mean, you're probably saying, "Oh, it's 4 rings. It's no big deal." It is a big deal because, spoiler alert, in a later stage, I was down to basically no rings, and I stuck to 1 ring, and I barely survived that stage.
That's it.
All right, nice. We get the Sun Crystal, and at the same, there's the Sun Crystal, and at the same time, now we have everything we need. So Maya can send us back in time, so we can get the map from Lyric, so we can find the rest of the crystals. Because right now we only have a total of 2 crystals, the blue one and the Sun Crystal we just picked up. All right. And Shadow, why are you here?
Shadow, what are you doing here?
Not a great time, Shadow. I'm a little busy saving the world.
Seriously, like the way they added Shadow in this game, like why is he even here? Like he adds nothing to the story. Shadow's just here as cheap filler. He's just a boss fight. And I honestly think the reason why they added Shadow here is just to appease, you know, diehard Shadow fans. But why even do that if Shadow's not even playable? It's kind of odd when you think about it. You know, I just mentioned earlier, like in Forces, Shadow is playable in his own episode. But here, the other 4 characters are playable for a purpose, but Shadow isn't. So Shadow's basically just a boss fight. Now the good thing is that Tails helps you in this boss fight. You can use Sonic and Tails too. You know, but of course I use Sonic because, you know, I'm better, because I know how to use Sonic better than using Tails. You know, but I have seen runs where people use Tails to beat the crap out of Shadow because Shadow deserves it. You know, there's only so much that Tails is willing to put up with Shadow's insults. Yeah, and of course, just like Amy, Tails of course is smart too. He points out the obvious of where we are. I do like that too. There's Shadow again using fire. And Shadow using Chaos Spear. Again, why couldn't we use these abilities in Sonic 06, Sega? Seriously. You gave us a shitty Chaos Snap ability. Alright, now we're in the last part right here, the dinosaur time one.
Sent us to prehistoric times.
Yeah, and also try to finish off Shadow as quickly as you can before he does Chaos Blast. Because the fight gets really... Yeah, so when he's doing Chaos Spear, he hasn't gotten to the Chaos Blast phase, which is good. It makes the boss fight a lot easier. Well, I said a little bit easier. Motherfucker. Man, imagine if this was the oh, here it comes. Okay, there you go. You just have to double jump. Yeah, the Chaos Blast, just double jump when it calls for it. Ooh, really, Sonic? How about that one episode where Shadow beat the crap out of everybody in that one episode where Eggman pinned Shadow against them? Yeah, I'll probably leave that clip in the description, that clip where Shadow beats the crap out of all the characters. He took out all 5 characters on his own. Yeah, so... Now Shadow, for his trouble, he'll get kicked right into the bad future. Get out of here, Shadow. It's my game.
Portal is ready.
What happened to Shadow?
Calculating.
Alright.
He appears to
Alright, I'll join you when we get to the next area. Alright, peace.
Mine. Now go, before the portal closes.